Hey everybody, welcome back to the Warboss Fits channel. Today we are going to be having ourselves a battle report between the Dark Elf Raiders and the Alien Hives. For our Dark Elf Raider list today, we have one Elite Raider with a squad of 10 Witches, one Elite Raider with a squad of 10 Nightmares, one Gene Tech Master with a squad of Gene Brutes, 2 Light Skimmers in the back, and 2 Engines of Suffering. We went over the Dark Elf army in the first part of our How to Play video. They say every great plan does not survive contact with the enemy, so we're going to see what happens today. Let's check out the other team. Their opponents today are the Alien Hives. We have a Hive Lord, Carnivore Rex, 2 squads of Hive Swarms. We have 10 Assault Grunts, 3 Ravenous Beasts, 10 Soul Snatchers, and 3 Shadow Leapers. So here's our deployment for the Dark Elves. We got an Engine of Suffering. We have one of the Light Skimmers with all the Nightmares. The Gene Brutes are on foot. Another Engine of Suffering. And then a Light Skimmer full of Witches. And for the Alien Hives, we have the Assault Grunts all the way out here on the flank. The 2 Swarm units bunched together. The Soul Snatchers. The Carnivore Rex, another Assault Grunt unit. Ravenous Beasts, and then hanging out in ambush is the Hive Lord and those guys. We got Uncle C in the garage today. He's going to be playing the Alien Hives, and we got a whole bunch of people outside that are just talking incessantly, so there's going to be some background noise there. So let's see what our missions are going to be today. We're going to do the same mission type we did last time with the Ghostly Undead, where all the objectives count at the end, along with the 3 cards that we are going to be trying to do throughout the game. So let's see what we got. First card is Spellbreaker. Second card is Hold 1. Third card is Hold the Line. And now we're going to see who goes first. Alien Hives get a 3 and the Dark Elves get a 5. First activation for the Dark Elves. The Engine of Suffering over here is going to take off to there to set on Objective 1. The Assault Grunts are going to move up using their fast rule to get to there and contest Objective number 1. The second Engine of Suffering is going to move on to Objective number 5. Like that. Ravenous Beast is going to move over to 6. The Gene Warrior is going to move up to Objective number 3. Like that. Then our Gene Tech Master is going to attempt to cast a spell, giving his unit +2 to hit in combat. It is Strength 3. He's only got 2 points to put into it, so looking for a 5. They get it. Got Assault Grunts going up to the middle to plug the gap. Like that. Then the Light Skimmer that has the Witches in it ends up there. Soul Snatchers as well are going to charge up the middle to plug another gap to there. The second Light Skimmer with the Nightmares is going to fly over top of everything and end up right there. So the Carnivore Rex is going to come to there. And then that same skimmer, all of the Nightmares are going to get out. They're all out. And then from this angle, they're going to charge in because that is within 6 of the transport to there. So the Nightmares are all going to hit on 3s. They are the white dice. The Elite Raiders are going to hit on a 4. And with their Slayer rule, all of these are going to be AP 3. 7 6s with Rending, needing a 6 to save. And everything that wasn't Rending on a 5. That's going to be the end of the Carnivore Rex. Splat! Got some swarms going on to Objective number 2. Over this transport, they're going to get out and they are going to charge into the Ravenous Beasts. Right into combat. So we got 10 Witches that are able to attack and the Elite Raider. The Witch is going to hit on a 4. The Raider has given them all AP1 on their weapons. There we go. So everyone's going to save on a 5 with poison, so that means all the 6s got to be re-rolled. So 1 6 to another 6. So it'll be 1, 2, and 1 is going to be left with 2 wounds. The Witch's Head dodge, so he hits on a 5, so it's going to be 3 hits. AP Force, so saving on a 6. Failed all 3. Morale test for the Ravenous Beasts, which they are going to fail. So that means they're going to go. So 3 witches come off. This guy takes off. And these witches will consolidate on to number 6. And the last swarm is also going to move up onto objective 2. So at the end of turn number 1, hold the line, can't be scored on 1. Hold 1, they need to hold it at the beginning and the end of the same round, can't score that one. It's Spellbreaker. The Dark Elves are the only one with a caster on the board, and it's still kicking. So those objectives are going to roll over into turn number 2. So ambushers have come in, both the Hive Lord and the Shadow Leapers have come in behind objective number 3 with the Gene Warriors. So first activation, turn 2, the Gene Warriors is going to turn around and be like, uh-oh, charge into the big guy here. Let's see what they can do. So with the spell that's hooked them up, they're all going to be hitting on 2s. Everybody has AP 4. 12 hits, saving on a 6. For 2 saves, the big guy is going to be down to 2 wounds left. Hive Lord attacking back with Serrated Claws on a 3. Saving on a 6. Nothing, but they all have regeneration. So we're going to be 1. 2 of the big guys go down. Stomps. Got 3 hits. Saving on a 6. Save 1. Then regeneration. Save another 1. So 1 guy's down to 2 wounds. So 1 guy's down to 2, and then these 2 are going to be gone. So morale test time for the Hive Lord. Hive Lord's looking for 3. And he fails, but he is fearless. It doesn't matter. As the Hive Lord decides it's got anything other than this to be doing today, it's gone. And the Shadow Leapers are going to take off into that engine of suffering over there. Serrated Blades. We got 5 hits. Saving on a 6. Saves 1. And then because it is a engine of suffering, it has regeneration. Saves 2 more, so it's got 2 wounds. The Razor Whips, we got 1 miss. Saving on a 2 with poison. So it's taking 4, and it's down to 2. 5 attacks, AP1 hitting on a 4. Nothing. So the Engine of Suffering needs a morale test, which it passes. So that means this guy is down to 2. The Nightmare is going to charge into Soul Snatchers. Like that. So all their attacks on a 3. The black are the Elite Raider on a 4. 4 rending hits. That's going to be 3 dead. And the rest of the hits, saving on a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be the whole squad. So there goes all of the Snatchers. The Assault Grunts are going to try their luck, going into the Engine of Suffering. Bang boom. 20 attacks on a 5. Saving on a 2. Always going to lose those 2, but he does have regeneration. He's down to 1. 5 attacks on a 6. 1 hit. And it's going to be 1 dead Assault Grunt. So with the fear, the Assault Grunts are going to lose combat. They need to take a morale test. And they fail. No retreat saves. They're only going to lose 2 more. So it's going to be 3 total. And objective 1 is thoroughly contested. So the unit of witches over here, they are just going to take off running around this corner. Since they are fast, they're going to be able to get to there. So after much debate, the Assault Grunts are going to be going into the Nightmares. Like that. 20 attacks, hit not a 5. Saving on a 4 with poison. Ooh, lose 3 of them. So we're going to take off 3 of these, and then everyone is going to get their little wiggle. 3-inch consolidation. I like that. So their attacks back. The squad leader was not close enough to engage. Everyone's going to hit on a 6. 4 hits. For 3 dead. which means we're going to have a tied combat 3-3. So our light skimmer all the way on the flank is going to move to there. Swarms are going to move into the nightmares. Night attack on a 6 with poison. 1 hit. Saving on a 4. They pass. The leader and 2 nightmares are close enough to attack back. We got 2 hits. Saving on a 6 for 1 save. They take 1 wound. And morale test. They fail. With Fearless, they're still going to fail. So the swarm pulls back an inch.
Maybe.
Maybe. And one of them takes 1 wound. So the light skimmer is going to take off and land there. And it's going to fire its laser cannon at those Shadow Stalkers. 1 shot on a 3. And it hits. Saving on a 6. That's going to be 1 dead Shadow Leaper. Boom. Last activation is the last unit of Hive Swarm. They're also going to go for the Nightmares. 9 hit attacks on a 6. We got 2 hits. Saving on a 4 with poison. We got 1 fail, so that means 1 goes down. Same thing as before, only the leader and 2 are going to be close enough to attack back. On a 6, we got 3 hits. And it's going to take all 3 of those wounds. Morale test for the swarm. They're going to fail with Fearless. They're going to pass. Last activation of the turn, the Engine of Suffering over here is kind of run out of target, so he's just going to take off onto objective number 3. So at the end of turn 2, my 1 spellcaster is still alive. Objective number 1 is still contested. And hold the line. We could score that this turn, but everyone has moved around so much, there's actually nobody left in anyone's deployment zones. Top of turn 3, the Shadow Leapers are going to go right back into the Engine of Suffering. Serrated Blades, we got all 4 are going to hit. So let's see if they save on a 6. No, with Regeneration. That's going to be the end of that Engine of Suffering. The Witches from all the way over here are going to charge into the back of the Assault Grunts. So we're able to get the squad leader and 4 close enough to attack. Everyone's going to be hitting on a 4. Everything's at AP 1. Saving on a 6. It's only 1 save. So 7 are going to go down.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the whole squad of the Assault Grunts. I'm sorry.
That's some bullshit.
I didn't expect this. You ever look at an army on paper and you don't think it's going to be great, and then it does this? Good Lord. Okay, the Hive Swarms look like they're taking off running that direction. This skimmer over here is going to do up to there. Then it's going to use its laser to take a shot at that swarm right there. Hitting on a 3. It hits. And that's going to be a dead swarm. Morale test. It passes. The next swarm is going to take off running that way too. So this Engine of Suffering is going to move 6 this way. And then it's going to fire over there at those Shadow Leapers. 2 shots with its heavy fusion guns on a 4. 1 hit. And that'll be a dead Shadow Leaper. Morale test. They're going to be fine.
What the fuck is your definition of fine?
And the Assault Grunts are just going to hold on objective 1. The laser cannon on the skimmer is going to fire back down into this guy again. 1 shot on a 3. It hits. And that's the last Shadow Leaper gone. Don't be so sad.
This is pure depression.
So our Gene Warrior and Gene Master, they're just going to take off running. End up there. And then the Nightmares, they're going to into the squad here. So everyone's hitting on 3s and 4s. Saving on a 6. That's going to be enough. That takes out the last of the swarms. So once again, with the objective Spellbreaker, he's still on the board. Hold the line. That, again, is not going to happen. And then hold 1. It was contested at the beginning of the round, but if those Assault Grunts can manage to stick around, they'll take it. Alright, so they are going to charge into the Gene Warriors. Or the Gene Terrors, or Gene Beasts, whatever they're called.
They were dead regardless.
Yep, dead regardless. Hitting on a 5! Ooh! Well, it's a big old clump of 6s. They have poison, so saving on 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, which will leave the Gene Master alive with 2 wounds. 2 attacks hitting on a 4. 1 hit. 1 dead Assault Grunt. So the Gene Master needs to make a morale test, which he fails, so he is gone. So what we're going to do is we're just pretty much going to call that there, because this guy is going to come take that. Those Nightmares are going to kill off that last swarm. Those Witches are going to run through here. Those are going to live with a couple left because I don't have the firepower to take out that whole squad. Thank you, Carr, for ruining that shot. So at the very end, the Alien Hives do get Spellbreaker. So in secondary score, the Alien Hives have 1, the Dark Elves have nothing. But as far as objectives go, the Dark Elves have all 6. So with a final score of 1 to 6, the Dark Elves are going to be the winner. So at the end of that game, I think some of the best points that have come up is like, this is an episode of SVU. What the hell is this bullshit? Of course you're going to win because you have pointy ears. And the Dark Elves apparently like going in dry. There are some reasons why I don't just live stream the games, because our language is ridiculous.
Your foreplay sucks.
my foreplay sucks. All right, that's going to do it for us today out in the garage, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends about OPR. And then one of these days, I hope to see you across the table from me. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.